So this call is being recorded. I want to welcome everybody who's joining us today. March 1st, our official day of the Set Sail With Us 2017 contest. This little outline is going to be designed to just give you an overview of where we're going, what we're doing, and to answer some questions that you have about the incentive trip. It's pretty exciting, brand new company. We're really committed to getting off the year with a really great bang and working all through summer and the holiday season, and then celebrating in January of next year with a wonderful all-expense-paid 7-day Caribbean cruise on the Jewel of the Sea. So we're really taking the party to the Southern Caribbean, and there's going to be a lot of fun things that we're going to incorporate as we go along, not only for you but also for your hosts, because we're going to roll out an opportunity for different things and way to earn points along the journey. So very exciting time for Mixed Party, and the wonderful part is that as a founding mixologist, you get to be part of the fun, and you really are in a position to benefit from our growth and all the excitement that we're going to be generating with this trip. And what you're going to get on the cruise is, I don't know how many of you have cruised before, but I've been on several cruises before, and it's pretty wonderful vacation because you really don't have to think about anything except for showing up. And then we are going to set sail with a Bon Voyage party out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, which is pretty exciting. And we're going to experience accommodations of an ocean view cabin, so you don't have to worry about, those little small, teeny cabins with no windows. You'll be able to have a beautiful ocean view as you're sailing. Dining will all come together for evening dinners. You'll have tons of opportunities to get off the boat and explore, lots of excursions. The great thing about this trip is that 7-day cruise, 7-night cruise, is that 6 of those days you get to spend in port and explore different islands. We have one full fun day at sea where you can do everything from enjoy the pool to a spa, play some bingo, enjoy the casino, have some cocktails, or just relax in the library. There's something for everybody on this trip, and the whole thing is it'll give us an opportunity for those of us who've never met coast to coast to get together and meet one another and build some memories that will last a lifetime. So I'm very excited about that, and I would love the opportunity to meet many of you face-to-face. So great destination. This is the brochure. You have the link that was shared in the party room. It's on our Facebook page. You can access it from the blog. If you're meeting with anybody who would love to join Mixed Party and get in on the fun, they can set sail with us by joining the trip contest. Now, you can go through, there's the whole cruising itinerary. The trip is already set from January 22nd to January 29th, 2017. We're providing the cruise. We're also giving you the opportunity to earn airfare. We'll also include transportation to and from the boat, as well as transfers and taxes. The only things you'll really have to be responsible for is whatever you do off port, your excursions are on your own. And then the only thing that is not included on the cruise is alcohol, cocktails. The cruise includes dining and, iced tea, coffee, unlimited beverages, food 24/7. But the only thing you'll have to do is set up your bar tab when you leave and cover any activities you want to do offshore. So it's a pretty amazing trip, and what I love about it is it's 7 full nights. And so you really get to really be on vacation, unwind, and enjoy. So let's just get right into some of the specifics here. What I want to do is just kind of highlight, you're looking at the screen right now, different ways you earn points. What I love about this is that this program, you can really choose how you earn your cruise by personal sales, through sponsoring, and some bonus points. We're going to talk about some of the different ways to earn bonus points as you sponsor other new mixologists and build a team and promote up. It's a great way to get some points racked up pretty quickly. However, you can also just earn this strictly on personal sales if that's the way you choose to attack the contest. And be sure to read some of the terms and conditions on here. The one thing everyone will be required to have a passport. So if that's something you don't have, you might want to use that as kind of your incentive to apply for it now so you're ready to go when you earn the trip. What I'd like to do is shift gears a little bit and just kind of walk through some of the things you might want to think about as you are earning the cruise for you and maybe a guest. And we'll just talk about some different things that you want to think about. The first one, still loading up. Does anybody have any questions while I'm waiting for this to load right now on any of the accommodations or the cruise or anything like that? No. Waiting for this to load, so just bear with me here for a minute. See, I was all organized here for you. All right, page 1 is loading. I see it. You see it? Oh, here we go. There we go. So, can everybody see it? Page 1. Set sail with us, Royal Caribbean. Are you still there?
Yes. Yes.
All right, yay! So, get on board for the trip of a lifetime. Set sail. We already talked about where we're going, what we're doing. We're all pumped about that. But let's sit here and let's review what we're looking at here. The different levels. The first thing you're going to want to do is choose the level you would shoot for. So, if you're looking for a cruise for 1, you need 15,000 points. If you're looking for a cruise for 2 with airfare, that's 45,000 points. So there's a big range here that you can achieve. And what you want to do is decide what you believe is possible. And then what we're going to do is map out how many parties and new team members you'll have to add each month to reach your goal. And just a side note, if you're thinking about choosing one of the lower levels, I really want you to ask yourself what you're truly capable of and what it's worth to you. And your answer might change. And I'd love it if you stretch yourself a little beyond what you think you can do and set your sights on a level up from where you originally have decided. Because I have been in this business for 20 years. I've won dozens of trips and cruises, and I've helped many people do the same. And part of it is just believing it and achieving it. And if you create your map and set your goals monthly, you will be able to achieve the level that you choose. One of the things you're going to want to decide is how you're going to break down the points. And one of the ways is through sponsoring. That's going to be one of the quickest ways that you'll be able to earn points, is that if you bring people on board to help you along the way. And what you want to do is decide how many new mixologists you'll sponsor, because you're going to earn 1,000 points for each mixologist who sells 1,000 PV prior to October 31st. So as you bring new mixologists into the business, you might want to think about bringing them on early, because they, too, may choose and decide that they want to cruise with you, and it'll give them the best opportunity the sooner that they join to get the points that they need. Any new mixologist who joins during the contest period, we're going to start them off with 1,000 points just for enrolling during the contest period. But you, as a current mixologist, for every new mixologist you sponsor, you're going to get 1,000 points when they sell at least 1,000 PV prior to October 31st. So you're going to want to make sure you get them off to a great start, walk them through the Fast Start program, and if they achieve first level of Fast Start, they've also helped you earn those points towards your cruise. And as you're earning the trip and you're sponsoring, you'll be growing a thriving business and getting rewarded for it. I always recommend that you shoot for more new team members than you actually need to earn your trip. That way you've kind of built in a safety net. Because we know not every single person we're going to get on board is going to get out there and do their sales. Some might come on board and life gets in the way or situations change. So you always want to have a little cushion built into your plan. And what you want to do then is break it down. We talked that there's many ways to get to your desired level. And you can do it through personal selling, sponsoring, and then ranking through the career plan, which I'm going to talk a little bit about. But what's really important is that you take some time to develop your personal plan and then make the roadmap by breaking down the points required by month. Now, we have 8 full months. We're in March right now, so we have March, April, May, June, July, August, and September, and October. We have 8 full months. So what we're going to do is help you make a personal plan by breaking down how many points you need each month. You're going to deduct points for sponsoring, promoting, bonus points, etc. And then you're going to calculate the estimated personal volume required. One side note is that 10,000 of the points must come from your personal selling. So you have to at least sell $10,000 in sales between now and the end of October. And, you know, with our new fundraising program that we just rolled out in those flyers, that can help you achieve that goal and get you those sales that you need. And it's really quite doable and realistic once you see some of these numbers. I took the liberty of just showing you an example here that if you want to win a trip for one with airfare, you need 25,000 points. And the way I attacked the points is by, you know, having a consistent one new recruit a month, and that's just sponsoring one new mixologist every month. Now, if for some reason you miss a month, what do you have to do in another month? You just need to make up that one new recruit, right? But if you had at least 8, and look at that, I even shorted you guys a recruit. So I did 7,000 points, but really, how much would it be if we recruited one new recruit every month that qualified? It'd be 8,000 points, right? Because you get, if you have one a month, you have 8 months. So I said, okay, say you recruit one a month and you get, in 7 of them, get their 1,000 in by the end of October. That's what I did. I figured if you recruit somebody in October, they might not get it in by the end of the month. So we built in that safety net. Now, along the way, if you're not a master mixologist yet, meaning you haven't sponsored anybody, you're going to get 1,000 points just for promoting to master mixologist. So you can add that on to your points. Now, the next goal, if you're going to be recruiting one a month for 8 months, the likelihood of you promoting a team leader is going to be really high, and you're going to set that as a goal for yourself to make sure that you hit the team leader promotion during the contest period, because it really is 3 personals plus yourself doing $3,500 a month, and that's going to give you 3,000 points for promoting to team leader. And I know many of you, that's your personal goal anyway. And if you haven't ranked up yet to team leader, met that qualification, and you do it during the trip contest, you'll earn those bonus points. Now, group leader is something else that's really doable. And group leader is really just promoting one team leader. So if you are a mixologist and you bring on somebody onto your team, you help them promote to team leader, you're going to automatically promote to a group leader, which is going to give you 5,000 points. And so it's really about locking arms, partnering together, and from you helping somebody else get what they want, you're going to get what you want. And then if you break it down to personal sales points, 10,000 personal sales points, that's about 1,250 personal volume a month, or one party a week. So you can do that, or maybe one big fundraiser a month. There's a lot of different ways you can break down that personal volume. Now, if you want a trip for 2 without air, all you have to do is $2,000 more in sales, and there you go, you have a trip for 2. So there's a lot of different ways that you can really slice and dice these points up. And the key here is to find something that's going to work for you and to partner with your sponsor, with your team leader, with Mixed Party, myself, any of our field management. We'll be able to help you map out and chart your course for your success. The other thing you're going to want to do is track your progress along the way. Now, Mixed Party put together an Excel tracking sheet that I'll post in the party room, as well as we'll have that available for you in the Resource Hub. And this is just a way that every month you can track your points that you're earning from personal selling. Now, the way you're going to find the number and you're going to be able to self-track is that personal volume is your retail volume. So whatever your reports show you as your commissionable retail volume, personal volume, that is the dollar figure that you can count and translate into 1 point. And then we'll share some fun tools that you can use as well. It's always fun. For you to create something like a thermometer, or maybe take a bunch of little cruise ships and put them all over your desk, and every time you hit like 1,000 points, you can color in a cruise ship. There's a lot of different things we can do just to make it fun along the way. One of the things I found that helps is that you reward yourself for small victories as you work towards your trip. You know, make sure you decide up front what your reward will be for each item, so you can see the little carrot dangling as you're working towards a bigger prize. So here's an example of some actions you can consider rewarding yourself for. Maybe when you make at least 5 phone calls a day to either book or sponsor for a full week, you give yourself a little reward. Maybe it's like you open up a suitcase, and at the end of the week, you go buy some sunscreen and you throw it in your suitcase. Or you schedule at least one sponsoring interview a week. You grab your sunglasses, you can put it in your suitcase. Just keep yourself focused on activities. If you did 2 parties in a week and that's your goal, you're going to reward yourself. You're going to take some money from that. Those parties, maybe put it in an envelope for spending money when you're out, dancing on the islands or doing some of those excursions. So figure out what you want to reward yourself for along the way and keep yourself engaged in the small activities that you know will lead you to success on the big picture. And let's see. Oh, track your progress. So maybe that's the end of our little flip chart. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we go. Did we get it? What does it say? Vivid visualization. This is so important. And this really works, people. I'm telling you. Believe it and achieve it. I want you to create a vivid visualization. This really, really helps because you know what? Along the way, you might get a little bit discouraged. Maybe if a party canceled or you kind of feel like you're, maybe a month didn't go so well. I don't want you to get discouraged and lose focus of what that big picture is. So what I want you to do is create a vivid visualization, believe it and achieve it. And this is something that I really, truly believe helped me win my very first trip. When I started in direct sales about so many years ago, which we won't say how many, but I was pregnant with my daughter at the time. And I had just joined. I had never been in this business before. And they had announced a trip for Switzerland. And I couldn't believe that they were going to send me to Switzerland for just doing a few parties. And they were going to pay me along the way. And I said, you're really going to send me on a free vacation for just going out and doing some parties? And so I said, I'm going to do that. I want to go and earn that trip. Well, what I started doing is I started telling everybody, I'm going to go to Switzerland for free. I'm going to go on this trip for free. And everyone's looking at me like, oh, did you earn a vacation from your work? I'm like, no, I didn't earn it yet, but I will. And I really believe that if you have that conviction and you tell yourself that you're going to do it, you will do it. And I encourage you to visualize at least once a day, preferably twice a day, maybe before you go to bed at night. Maybe you have a picture of the cruise ship, in your room, or as soon as you wake up in the morning on your mirror, you have a picture of the cruise ship. Imagine what it'll feel like to sleep on that cruise ship as it's rocking back and forth, and you can just hear the waves out in the ocean, or you can sip a cocktail on the beach or on the deck listening to some of the island music, and really feel the feelings of already being there. Even if it's just for a minute or two a day, it will really help you, stay focused and remember why you're working for the bookings and the new recruits, and it'll really help you get that much closer to achieving the level that you want to achieve. So with that said, that concludes the presentation I have as far as some of my suggestions to help you break down your progress. But at this time, I'll kind of open it up. I know it's a lot of information in a short period of time, and I also realize that sometimes the more moving parts, it can appear to be a little more overwhelming or confusing, but I just want everybody to understand that if you break down, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So what we have to do is just break down the level you want, one bite at a time, and figure out how you're going to make this happen for you and your family and get you to where you want to be with Mixed Party. So with that said, I'm going to open it up for any questions. Does anybody have any questions? You can either type a message, or if you're listening live, I'd be happy to open the line and take your question at this time.
I guess, like you said, this is LaShawn. Just looking at everything, it seems I've never earned a trip before, so it seems like a lot. But you say it's doable, so. as in personal sales, like if you were to do personal sales, like what would you have to do?
That was a little bit of
Somebody has some background noise, so if you could just mute your phone if that's you, and then come back on. Okay, great. So it is very doable, and even at the base level, 15,000 points, if you break that down, that's less than $2,000 a month. And maybe if you have a few recruits going in there, you can really chip away at that to where just some consistent activity every month will get you to where you want to go. And I can definitely help you map out a strategy to get there, and we can make sure we do it together. And the quicker you start, the easier it'll be to achieve. And, some of the tools we just announced with the fundraising opportunity, you'll be able to get some bulk sales, as well as when you have the opportunity to share Mixed Party with others, you can rack up, points pretty quickly. Plus, we just shared today the social sharing superstar points. You can earn points, by sharing Mixed Party in social media, promote your business, your personal URL, really start creating conversations and engagement online. And we're going to reward the top 3 mixologists, in March for that. We'll have other bonuses along the way that you can earn points outside the structured contest. So that's pretty exciting, and you'll definitely want to stay plugged into all that. So let's see what other questions you have for me. No questions? Y'all got it down? Maybe you're all still muted. If you have a question, you could type it in the message, or otherwise what I'm going to do is give you guys some homework. And your homework is going to be that I really want you to sit down, assess your life for the next couple of months, figure out where you're at, what you really want to set is your goal, and make it a stretch goal because we can help you get there. And if you want something you've never had, you might have to do something you've never done. But we're going to be here with you every step of the way to help you get it done. We're going to be cheering you on. You have everybody in the party room to help you get there. We really want to make this a really fun trip. I have set a personal goal that I want to help at least 25 mixologists personally to get there. So if you want to be one of the 25 that want to go and partner with me to get on that ship, I want to know what level you want to work for and how you want to plan to attack it. Personal sales, combination of personal sales and sponsoring, and together we'll just figure out what we need to do to get it done. So you can email me personally at Kathleen@mixedparty.com. You can email your sponsor because they'll also get on board to help you be successful, because if you're growing and building a team, you're going to be able to push up your sponsor as well through the process. So it truly is a win-win opportunity, and if I know that I can help enough people get where they want to go, as a company, we're going to get where we want to go. So I want to thank everybody for their time this evening. We're going to wrap this up. Again, you can email me, Kathleen@mixedparty.com. Be sure and share the information with your network, so people know what you're doing. People love to help you along the way in a contest. Whenever you're working for something in this business, a lot of people understand, and they like to be able to say, hey, I helped her earn that trip, or, hey, I'm going to have a party because I'm going to help her earn a trip. People love to be part of something that's fun and getting going. So I want to thank you again for your time, and I'm sorry that if there was any technical challenges. We appreciate your patience navigating through that, and we can't wait to see you as we set sail in 2017. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.